This morning on DC News Now, we're talking about a warm-up later on today with those high temperatures, mid-upper 70s, but that warming trend continues through the end of the week. All latest details of that 7-day coming up.
Also coming up this morning, attacked in broad daylight. Why neighbors in Montgomery County say they're shaken up. We have an exclusive look at what happened on a quiet neighborhood trail.
Plus, the mother of the Virginia boy who shot his teacher is now facing charges. What we are learning about the grand jury indictment this morning.
And back on the job, how one state lawmaker is returning to work after being kicked out by his peers, and what has to happen for him to keep his seat permanently.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, good Tuesday morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to start you off with this new video into our newsroom this morning. We are learning of a derailment at the Potomac Yards Metro Station. Now, it does not appear that a Metro passenger train was involved in this. Trains are single track at the moment. We are still gathering details. Our Joseph Omo will be live with what we know coming up in just a few minutes. But first, we do want to get to Jackie with a check on our forecast. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tanaya and Corey. Out there this morning, a bit of a chilly start right now, but not nearly as cold as yesterday morning, which is the good news. But right now we're into the mid-40s in D.C., 42 in Hagerstown, 45 in Winchester, but in Martinsburg we're into the mid-30s, upper 30s Woodstock, still a couple degrees below the freezing mark in Luray, low 30s Culpeper, low 40s though over towards Fredericksburg, right at the freezing mark right now in Manassas. So we're starting off just a couple of degrees warmer for many locations. We notice down towards Fredericksburg at least 10 degrees warmer. Winchester, we're right now at least 13 degrees warmer than we were yesterday morning around this time. Frost advisories, those are in place back out towards Woodstock and Luray, especially for the Shenandoah Valley. That goes until 9 a.m. this morning. Could be dealing with some patchy frost out that way. High pressure is with us just towards our south. That's providing us with a little bit of more of that south-southwesterly flow through the day today, allowing those temperatures to warm up later on this afternoon. Look at these high temperatures, mid-upper 70s, so a little bit warmer than what we saw yesterday afternoon. And not only that, we'll continue this warming trend into tomorrow. We're looking at those low 80s for our Wednesday, and then by Thursday we're also talking low to mid 80s as well, and likely mid upper 80s by Friday. But how long will these 80s stick around? Of those details for that 7-day coming up. Shanika's here with the all-important traffic update. How are those roads?
Well, you're in for some problems in Northern Virginia. So we're in Arlington right now. You can see 3 middle lanes are blocked, and you are getting by to the left and to the right, but squeezing very slowly. And you're seeing a lot of congestion along 395 heading northbound. Now, this crash happened right at Glebe Road, and you are extremely slow all the way back to King Street. So do keep that in mind heading out. That is going to slow you down and hold you back for quite some time. We were reporting a crash off of Richmond Highway. Now that was heading east right at Huntington Avenue, not causing any problems for commuters. So you should be all good to go.
All right, Shanika, thank you. Your time right now is 6:02 on this Tuesday morning. We're following some breaking news in Northern Virginia where a construction vehicle with Metro derailed.
That is right. Our Joseph Omo is live along the Blue Line in Alexandria this morning. So, Joseph, tell us what we know right now.
Hey guys, good morning to you. The one thing that we have to stress here from the very top, this was not a Metro passenger train. This was a construction vehicle, some sort of construction train that derailed. I can see crews behind me. You really can't make it out because it's so dark outside, but I can see crews behind me currently trying to work to get this train moving again, or get this construction vehicle moving again. But again, this was not a Metro train itself with passengers on board or anything like that. So take a look at this video that I shot a couple moments ago. It shows you an actual Metro passenger train slowly but surely going past this site where this construction vehicle derailed. Right now, that is the case for passengers. There is single tracking in between the Potomac Yard Station and Reagan National Airport because you can only use one track right now. The other one has a derailed construction vehicle on it. What this means for your commute could add a couple more minutes since there's only one track available instead of 2. But again, guys, back here live at the scene, very important to stress, this is not a Metro passenger train. Seems to be some sort of construction vehicle. If you guys want to see that full video, we'll have it up on our website in just a few minutes at DCNewsNow.com. We'll be reporting here again coming up with more information on what we know, but Corey and Tanaya, not a Metro passenger train. Back to you.
All right, Joseph, thank you. Your time right now is 6:04. The mother of the Virginia 6-year-old boy who shot his teacher in school back in January is facing multiple charges now.
A closer look at those charges coming up in just a minute, but first a look at your No and Go headlines this morning. Now take a look at this video. It shows an elderly couple being assaulted and robbed along a trail in Gaithersburg. Now police say that both of them are expected to be okay. As of right now, no arrests have been made.
A new push to keep students safe on Metro. This morning, community advocates say they want more people patrolling at the Potomac Avenue Metro station. Local leaders want the station to be a new safe passage site.
And police say a Louisville man opened fire at the bank he worked at, killing 5 people. We do know at least 9 others were injured in yesterday's shooting. Police also say the shooter live streamed the attack on Instagram.
And 3 men are waking up in the hospital after a shooting in Prince George's County. Police say 3 men were shot near the Marlow Heights apartment complex in Temple Hills, Maryland. Now, according to Prince George's County Police, the shooting happened around 6:30 last night. Police say all of the victims are expected to survive. Detectives say it is unclear what led to the shooting. And authorities say this is the second shooting in Temple Hills since last Friday. They are asking anyone with any information to contact police.
Your time right now is 6:05 this morning. Video you will only see right here on DC News Now. Our crews talked to the family and neighbors of an elderly couple who were attacked while on a walking trail in Gaithersburg. Our Lex Warris joins us now live from the Crown neighborhood where this all happened. And Lex, this couple is still shaken up by what happened.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, both of these people, this elderly couple, knocked to the ground during the attack and have cuts and bruises. Now, the person who attacked them got away with an iPhone, and the whole thing was caught on video. Now, the trail that it happened on is just behind Salk Circle in the neighborhood here. It was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Easter Sunday when the couple was attacked. Their daughter tells us that the robber tried to rip her mother's purse off of her arm. The father tried to step in and help. Both of them ended up falling. It's an incident that's surprising everyone in the area, as the trail is a popular place for both visitors and people who live here.
I think there's so much that was taken from all of us, frankly. I never, ever worried about my parents feeling old or unsafe. I hope that they regain their sense of safety and confidence and security.
Well, virtually every angle of the neighborhood here is covered with home security cameras, so detectives are asking folks in the area for help, specifically people who live on Salk Circle, Steinbeck Avenue, or DeCoverly Drive. They're asking them to review their camera footage for their home security systems between 4:30 and 5:30 in the afternoon on Sunday. They say if they see a man who is dressed in all dark clothing with a winter cap and a face mask, to contact detectives. Live in Gaithersburg, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
A Maryland girl is seriously hurt after a driver hit her and her 2 dogs yesterday. This happened near Muncaster Mill Road and Bowie Mill Road. Police say the girl was walking with her 2 dogs when she was struck. According to officers, both of the dogs died. Police say the driver remained at the scene. So far, it is not known if charges will be filed. And a Virginia girl was also hit by a car yesterday. This happened in Prince William County near Lake Ridge. Now, police say she was hit on Nutmeg Court before 8 o'clock last night. Officers say she was airlifted to the hospital with serious injuries. No word on if that driver will face any charges.
And local leaders are continuing the push for more safety measures at the Potomac Avenue Metro station. Now, this all comes after 3 people were shot and a Metro worker was killed at that station about 2 months ago.
Yeah, one ANC commissioner is calling on the district to designate this as a safe passage area. Now, safe passage areas are designated spaces where the district focuses on student safety. A local ANC commissioner has been pushing to make the station a safe passage area since a Metro employee was killed at the station. That commissioner sent a testimony to the D.C. Council asking it to fund the spot as a safe passage site in the next budget. One father says increased security would put parents at ease.
It's a lot of kids that's, coming back and forth. Everybody needs safety. I mean, just not here, just overall. I mean, we shouldn't have to guide our kids to be coming out here.
The D.C. Council is holding its budget public hearing on public safety tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning.
Today, I'm hurt, and I'm hurting. And I know so many people out there are as well. We lost 4 children of God today, one of whom was one of my closest friends.
Well, that right there was Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear reacting to the news of a shooting at a bank in Louisville yesterday. Now, police say a bank employee armed with a rifle opened fire where he worked, killing 5 people. We do know at least 9 other people were injured. Police say the shooter live streamed the attack on Instagram. Police say they arrived as shots were still being fired inside of Old National Bank. Louisville Metro Police say they killed the shooter in an exchange of gunfire. That shooter has been identified as 25-year-old Connor Sturgeon. Witnesses described the moments that shooting started.
An assault rifle, and we heard a click, and the lady next to me turned around and said, "What the hell?" And then he just started shooting. He just started. He had a long assault rifle, and you hear the shots just start firing. Yeah, we were in the back conference room. Whoever's next to me got shot and hit bloods on me from it.
The White House also responded to that shooting. The Biden administration is calling on lawmakers to work across the aisle to push for gun reform.
Once again, today, the president has called on Republicans in Congress to work together with Democrats to take action, to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, to require safe storage of firearms, to require background checks for all gun sales, to eliminate gun manufacturers' immunity from liability.
According to the Associated Press, this is the 15th mass killing so far this year. It comes about 2 weeks after a former student killed 3 children and 3 adults at a school in Nashville.
A crowd of supporters cheering for lawmaker Justin Jones yesterday after he was sworn back into the Tennessee House of Representatives. Now, he is one of 2 black legislators who were expelled from the House last week after participating in a gun control protest on the House floor. The protest unfolding after the deadly school shooting in Nashville. Nashville City Council members unanimously reinstated Jones. Now, Representative Justin Pearson is still waiting for a vote to determine if he will head back to the House. He is the other lawmaker who was expelled. The Shelby County Board of Commissioners is expected to gather tomorrow for his case. If he is reinstated, both lawmakers will be back in the Capitol on an interim basis. Special elections would have to happen for them to permanently take their seats again.